There you go.
Hi! Welcome to Family Showdown. Greetings. Glad you could join us. Welcome to the after party.
After party?
Party because Hunter's done with his top 100!
Woo! Hold on. Technical stuff. I'll be with you
Oh
in
my gosh. Technical stuff for 10 minutes. This is
in
insanity.
1 minute. I'll be there in 1 minute.
I can't handle it.
I'll be there in 1 minute. All right.
We there yet?
We're good.
How about now?
All right. Here we are. This is your chance to sound off.
Sound off.
Sound off
Sound
on my
off.
top 100 list. So thank you for watching. If you watched some of it, all of it, or small pieces of it.
Last
whichever.
10 seconds to see what his top one was.
We're glad you're here. This is your chance. I've got tons of stats I'm going to go over, but while the stats are flowing, you can ask any questions about games on my list, games that didn't make my list, etc., and I'll explain
Questions
why
you're so weird with your games. Why do you like games?
Why do I like games?
Why do you like games?
They're fun.
Oh, okay. That was easy.
All right. Let the questions come, but I'm going to start with some stats. So these stats were kind of scattered throughout the top 100, but I'm going to kind of sum up. So there was 39 new games to the list.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Which is a smaller number than normal. Usually it's like halvesies.
But I think we've kind of, like you said, leveled out some, right?
Well, as time goes by, you're going to have one there in a lock on the list, right? That's going to stick, right? So as time goes by, I suspect that number is going to get lower and lower as years go by.
Yeah.
All right. 43 games went down on my list. That makes sense because there's 39 new games, right? Only 11 went up. So 11 games actually went up my list.
But I think that's kind of a unusual thing, right? Those are either ones that you played really late, didn't play enough, or had some really amazing plays, or had amazing expansions, right?
Right.
So,
Most of it's expansions and game experiences, right? And sometimes you don't. Yeah, Tommy's already started. So sometimes you
have to play with Tommy.
No. Sometimes you don't play a game for a while and you forget how much you like it, right? Right. So this year we actually made somewhat of an effort to play some of the games we hadn't played in a while. So we did a little bit of that.
Yeah,
this year.
that was important.
And that was part of it. And expansions was another piece of it.
Yeah.
All right. So here's some new stats. If you watched all the videos, here's
new
something
stats.
So what game do you think dropped the farthest that stayed within the games I actually used to pick my top 100?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It's surprising. Some of these are surprising to me.
Pit.
No, dropped the farthest?
Yeah.
No, this one dropped 108 places.
Holy cow!
This dropped 108 places.
War of the Ring, was it? No, just kidding.
No. War of the Ring didn't.
Ooh, zombie dice.
No.
Okay.
The answer is Stone Age.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So Stone Age, I love that game, but I think I'm played out on Stone Age. Just about played out. I enjoy playing it with Nessa because she's learning to play it, but it's not my go-to games. There's probably 20 other worker placement games I'd want to play before Stone Age.
There were some guesses, or Couriers, Dice Masters, or Exit the game.
Exit the game was never on my list. Couriers and Dice Masters did drop a lot. I'm not sure how much they dropped, but they didn't drop the biggest.
That's true. Couriers did drop. The Dice Masters dropped.
I'm looking to see if it's on my biggest drop list.
It may not be.
Couriers, yep. D&D Dice Masters, 78 places.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, because we were really playing it a lot for a while.
I don't see Couriers on the list, so it must not have dropped as much.
That, or it wasn't on there because we were really loving D&D Dice Masters, and I think you ranked only one of them.
Yeah, and I'm out. I'm pretty much done with Dice Masters, I think.
Wow.
Pretty much done. I don't know. I mean, I can't use a flash in the pan, I guess, because I really loved it for the longest time, and now it's kind of, I really don't have no interest in playing it.
Yeah.
So other ones, big droppers, XCOM, the board game.
I don't know if I ever played that.
You didn't. And I played this at a con once.
That's probably why.
I had a great experience with it, so it kind of just was kind of the new sheen on it. But the more I think about it, that game is frantic. It is a bit...
Did it exhaust you?
It's a bit much.
It exhausted you?
Yeah, and I don't know if I don't know if I like everyone having a separate role. It just doesn't... I don't know. It didn't... always it seemed well, maybe it was just the role I got. Maybe I wanted to do what the other people were doing or something. I don't know. But that one lost its sheen. So
You were like the obnoxious little brother. I want to play what you guys are playing.
Couple other ones that dropped. Temple of Elemental Evil. I really enjoyed playing that by myself, but
I think I played that once.
solo is not so.
I played that
so
once
fun for me.
Was that the one I played with you? No, so I didn't even play that one. I didn't even know.
Descent.
Oh, Descent.
Medieval Academy.
Someday when the time. Oh, really? Well, it's too light.
Too light. And
It's way too
Patchwork.
light.
There's some of the ones big droppers. Yep. Sad.
Why don't you like Patchwork? You love to sew.
Patchwork, I don't know, because I guess I would rather play like Feast for Odin or Cottage Garden or something with a little more meat to it at this point, and get the same feel with a more of a game.
Yep.
I guess.
Yep.
All
We're gonna have
right.
to put Tommy in timeout today.
Let him
Descent
let him-
descend.
Let him go.
Let him go.
Let him just go.
I like that though. Yeah, we were talking last night about Lords of Waterdeep and Stone Age, and yeah, I think I love Stone Age, but I like Lords of Waterdeep that much more.
I'd
I like
rather
the-
play Lords of Waterdeep, or I'd rather
Yeah.
play Champions of Midgard. I'd
Yeah.
rather play
Yeah, I can see that.
what, a lot of other worker placement
Yeah.
games we have.
Yep.
All right. Waiting for questions. There's not a lot of people. I didn't think there'd be a lot of people
Yeah.
today. A lot of
Because
it's
it's
gonna
the
be after
last
the fact,
day
so.
of the year, people.
It is the last day of the year. We'll everyone have a safe New Year this evening. I'm sure we'll say that again when we
Yes, indeed.
as we're leaving. But all right, some more stats.
I want to hear the stats.
All right. I did a lot of work, more work than I thought it would be, to get my top publishers and top designers.
Yeah, you were working on that.
So designers were easier. Publishers are more difficult because
Oh, Europe.
I
and
can't
US
I
and-
can't just go on to Board Game Geek and look up the publishers because a game may have 9 publishers. So I based it on the publisher, the copies we have. So
Okay.
I actually had to pull every
That's what you-
single game off the shelf and look and see what publishers were
That's
on the
what he
box.
was doing all morning, folks. I thought. Yeah, I didn't know
it
what
took
you were
me
doing.
probably an hour and a half, which is ridiculous. But I did it anyway because I was curious. What really shocked me is how spread out the publishers are. I thought we'd have a high concentration of publishers, but they're pretty spread out, with one exception. So what do you think? I got the top, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 publishers. What do you think? Stop looking at the board game, cheater.
I can't help it. I'm not looking at the main one.
All
I'm
right.
not looking behind me.
You guys play at home. What do you think my top... We'll go top 5 publishers.
All right, I think Stronghold's going to be high. Rio Grande, maybe? Bezier is going to be fairly high, but I don't think they're the top 5. Blue Orange? Wow. Oh, wait. Oh, what's that? The one that... Oh, and you won't let me look at the stupid boards.
Nope.
I'm bad with names, guys. I'm bad with names.
You've actually got some of them.
I'm so bad with names.
All right, we'll start at the bottom of the list. This is the one I thought would be number 1, and it ended up not being number 1, and that's
Okay.
Ollie
Alia!
Ravensburger.
Oh, Ravensburger?
Well, Alia is the European publisher.
Oh, Alia, yeah.
Ravensburger
Because
brings it
Alia
to
means
US.
dice. Yeah.
So I thought that would be my number 1, but it's actually number type. Well, no, let's see.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
number 5.
Okay. Alia, Yakta Est.
The reason is that Alia.
Alia is our
is
Feld.
the Feld
That's the one I was trying to think of. How could I forget that? It's Latin. Okay.
So that was
Okay.
that was number 5.
Okay. Okay.
Only 5 copies. I thought there would be more, but if you look, some of the
Yeah,
Feld
like
games
Queen.
are other companies.
Yeah.
They're not always Alia, right?
Oh, TMG. Crap.
I mean,
Z-Man.
the
You
version
killed
like I said, I
You
went.
killed Barobi.
I picked what based
Sorry,
on
Roby.
which ones we bought. So a lot of the ones that we bought aren't Alia games. So
Okay,
anyway,
okay,
so that's
okay.
number 5.
Okay.
Number 4, Rebecca said
I did.
Rio Grande games.
That's right. I'm learning this stuff.
6 games on the list.
Okay.
Rio Grande
Okay.
games.
Okay.
Number 3 is actually a tie for number 2.
How? What?
Number
Okay.
2, there's a tie for number 2, which this second, third spot, right?
Okay.
You said it. Stronghold.
See,
7 games, Stronghold games on the list.
only 7?
7 games.
See, this seems so odd to me.
The chat got the other one that's tied with Stronghold, and that's TMG games.
Okay.
They both have 7.
Tasty Minstrel was the one I just completely whiffed on. I always forget their name.
So the runaway winner,
Asmodee, they own everything.
11 games out of my top 100 is made by
Mayday? Asmodee?
Z-Man.
Z-Man!
Z-Man games.
Z-Man rocks.
11
Zev-
games
Zev, you start something good.
out of my top 100 are Z-Man games.
That's right.
So,
Queen. Yeah, see? Oh, Fantasy Flight. Yeah, I figured.
all the other ones are scattered. The number 6 is Mayfair at 4, and everything else is less than 4.
Really? That seems so weird.
It does seem weird. I thought there'd be just, 8s and 10s and 9s. Simon, there's, I think, 3 games.
What? Okay.
Simon is Blood Rage,
And
Arcadia Quest,
Lorenzo.
and Lorenzo, and that's it.
What the heck, man?
Yep.
Yeah, that's just telling you.
shocked.
That's just telling you that there's a lot of really good one-shots from a lot of small publishers then.
Yep.
Because, dang, that's...
I thought there'd be more Queen games, but we have 2 on my list.
Yeah, Merlin's one of them.
And,
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of different names now. You said that.
Yeah,
wow.
they're all over the map. They're all over the map.
Restoration's just getting started, baby. But yeah, that's... Oh, wow. That's interesting.
He said the Don would be happy. Don, Bonacorion. Alright, so we'll switch to the easy one. And this is shocking to me, too. So I looked at my publishers, and
Okay.
I put every publisher that was on the box,
Okay.
regardless of whether I think they were the main publisher or not. So I gave them all equal weight.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay. Okay.
There was only 4 publishers that had more than 2 games. Crazy, yeah. I'm shocked,
Wait a
too.
minute.
Only 4 publishers had more than 2 games on my list.
What about your top 5? I'm confused then.
What about my top 5?
Publishers. Oh, you're talking in the top 100.
No, did I say publisher or I meant designers?
Okay, yeah.
There's only
I was
fi-
like,
there's only-
that makes the math here.
Did I
Math.
say- did I
You
say-
said
did I say-
publishers, and I'm just like...
Whoops. So I meant designers. I was thinking designers. So there's only 4 designers that have more than 2 games on the list.
Okay.
Don't-
Designers.
Stop looking around.
I'm not looking around.
Only 4, and I was shocked. I thought there would be more concentrated than that, but only 4 designers have more than 2 games on my list.
Eric Lang. Mike Elliott.
Nope.
Mike
Nope.
Elliott. No. Mike Elliott? No.
Nope.
Who's the other guy that did my stuff with Mike Elliott?
You guys guess at home. Rebecca's coming up blank so far.
I'm horrible with names.
Designers.
I'm horrible with names.
Designers.
I know. The other one that
Designers.
Well, okay. Feld and Rosenberg were a given. I was trying to think of the other ones. Who's the other one with Elliott that did Fleet Captains?
Oh, I don't remember. Fleet Captains was...
I thought it was Fleet Captains. He did...
Fleet Captain...
No, it wasn't Fleet Captains. He teamed up with somebody on another game that we have other games
Lang.
of. Was it Lang?
With the Dice Masters and
Oh,
Couriers,
crap.
but they're not
Okay.
on my list anymore.
Okay, well...
So while everybody's guessing, this shirt was made, I want to say a year and a half ago.
Okay. Well, obviously Feld and Rosenberg.
But the rest are no's.
Really?
Well, actually, no.
Katala?
These 2 are no's. This one, the first 3 are still
I was
there.
going to say Katala because we
But what's
just
the
played...
oddball that's not included? So here we go. Since my shirt gave most of it away, there was 12 Feld games on my list.
What a shock.
There were 6 Rosenberg games on my list.
The Barron Park guy.
No.
Oh!
Bruno Cathala.
Near and Far boy. Near and Far guy.
Yes.
Lockett. Ryan Lockett.
Yep. Bruno Cathala has
Ryan
5.
Lockett.
Ryan Lockett has 3. Everyone else has 2 or less. And there is a lot at 2. Eric Lang has 2. Vlada Chivadl has 2.
Chivadl.
Has 2. Lots of them have 2. The Phil Walker Harding has 2. There's a lot that have 2. There's probably 30 designers that have 2 games
That's
each.
really interesting. Yeah.
Harding's has 2.
Matt, you got some.
Phil Walker Harding has 2, and they're really at the
Dan got
down at the bottom of my list. Emotep at 98 and Archaeology at 95. We haven't played Barron Park, so that one's not on the list.
Tommy wants to know if any of our designers have a 0.
Infinity. No, I don't trust Infinity designers. Everything, but that's not on this list.
Okay, there you go. There's your
Zero.
answer.
Lots have 2 though. There's
That's
tons and
interesting.
tons at 2. Like Faduti, Bruno Faduti has 2.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that the Brunos, man.
Who else has 2? Like I said, Eric Lang. Oh, Jamie Stegmeyer has 2.
Oh yeah, I love.
He's
his
probably
stuff.
he's probably the big winner though, because he has 2 in the top.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Top how many? Top 7. He has 2 in the top 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say his stuff's really awesome.
After that, it dropped. He's not on the list. 2 in the top 7.
Hey, whatever. Go big or go home.
All right. Well, there's the most of the stats I have given.
All that, an hour and a half of work, and you gave it to us in like 30 seconds.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Let the questions flow. So
Okay.
at the end of the last video, I believe I said games that I played.
Mhm.
Kramer and Kessling. What games did they make? I don't recall writing their names down. Wolfgang Kramer. Yes, there's one. Oh my gosh, he has 1. El Grande.
Oh, rock on.
All right. I don't know if Kessling's on the list. I don't remember writing his name when I wrote it down.
That name sounds familiar, sort of.
I don't know what games they make, but I don't remember writing his name down.
Hey, what about that Michael Rennick guy that comboed with Feld?
He has 2.
Okay.
Pillars of Earth and Merlin.
Pillars. That's what it was. All right.
He's another one of the 2 guys.
Okay.
All right, so
Kessling.
there's several games that we've played since I made my list. Because I made my list in October. We're just now ending up in December because
Yeah,
there are 10 videos, so it's 10 weeks. Since October, we played several games that would have made my list. Lisboa would have made my list. Clans. Did I play Clans before I made this list? I don't think I did. No, Clans of Caledonia
No.
would have made my list.
Yeah.
What else have
definitely.
we played recently that would make my list? Merlin would make my list.
You may or may not see some of those on my top 100,
What else have we played recently? I'm trying to think of what we played.
which I have
recently.
created.
Fog of Love might have made my list, maybe.
Fog of Love.
What
Wow,
else?
with one play, it might have made your list. That's
Might
pretty
have made
impressive.
my list.
Pretty impressive.
Near and Far would have gone higher on my list.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of games we played.
Ooh.
recently.
Average weight of games and average time of games.
I don't
So,
have. I'd have to pull my spreadsheet up to figure that out.
98 to 100 are already gone now because of what you just said. That's awesome. It's true, right? It's
That's
kind of
what
funny
else?
you
I'm
say
trying
that.
to think of games that I've played recently that would have made my list. What else have we played?
Yep. Imhotep, Camelot, and Pandemic the Cure. You're gone, man. We got
Unless
Lisboa,
they move
Fog of
up.
Love, and unless they move up.
I can't think of any other games
Not
we
like
played
it.
recently that would made my list. And there's several in the queue that probably would make my list too.
Oh yeah, we got Pandemic Legacy 2 coming up.
First Martian,
Rhino Hero Super Battle. Hello. That's
Charterstone,
awesome. Charterstone.
Rajas of the Janjis, First Martian,
Gangrene. What?
Gangrene, the Green Gorilla.
Mystic Veil.
What are the top games I want right now that I do not own? I don't know.
That was
TI4.
yeah. That's
TI4, what else? Hold on, let me check.
War of the Ring, the Anniversary Edition or whatever that was.
No, I mean, I think they probably mean new games.
That's a game I want
Let me
right
check
now.
check my cool,
I was very generic.
my cool stuff wish list pretty much got cleaned out. See what's still on it.
Nothing.
Agra,
Oh yeah.
Baron Park,
This is crap that wasn't in stock.
Terraforming Mars,
Agra's in stock. Buy.
Terraforming Mars, Venus Next, Godfather, Corleone's Empire, and Twilight Imperium 4.
Oh,
And
Voyages of Marco Polo.
the Marco Polo expansion. It's not out yet.
Oh, okay, pre-order. That's why. I was like, wait a second. We cleaned out your wish list.
Probably the biggest game I want to get is the Agra game. Looks really fun. So, it's a
There you go.
mega heavy.
Was
Euro
not
game.
in stock at the time.
Yeah, it's in stock now.
Of course it is.
Cool stuff in stock.
All right. So average time, I think probably around our sweet spot, around an hour to an hour
No,
and a half.
I think my games.
Well, that's
it's
true. Yours
Probably
are longer.
leaning more towards an hour and a half each.
Okay, mine are going to be significantly short.
Because I want. So just looking at my top list, my top 10: War of the Ring, 3+ hours. Twilight Imperium,
12,000.
5+ players, 6 to 8 hours.
No, 8 to 12 hours.
6 to 8 hours.
8 to 12.
Through the Ages, the 2-player is about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Size depends on the number of players, but it's an hour and a half to 3 hours. Champions of Midgard, with all the expansions, probably 90 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
Great Western Trail, Depends on the number of players again, but probably hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Viticulture, 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Fleet captains depends on how big of a map you play, but we usually play about 2 hours.
Is it 2 hours? I
About
don't
2
say
hours.
hour. Oh yeah.
Depends
we
on what
usually-
size. If we use
That's
a
true. If we can, we drag it out.
Zaya with depends on the number of players, but you're talking 3 hours for the regular game. Blood Rage, 90 minutes, maybe
Okay.
an hour to mine, 90
Okay.
minutes.
All right.
Oracle Delphi, 90 minutes. Ascendancy, forever.
Depends on the number of
depends on
players.
the number of players.
1 hour to.
To us playing by ourselves, which we kind of do modified rules for 2 players, it takes about 2 hours. It's probably an hour to hour and a half per person. Is what I would say.
Yeah.
And I've gone beyond 10, so there you go.
Okay, so there's several questions. You need to.
All right, I'll scroll
up.
back up and answer.
Yes, we have played
questions.
Azul. Love Azul. I love Azul.
Azul,
In fact,
I enjoy Azul, and that's saying a lot for an abstract, but it's not top 100 material for me.
I like it. I like it a lot. In fact, it's pretty, and it's already drawn Nessa's attention too, and so we're slowly starting to work out the strategy and stuff, teaching her the game, and I think she's going to be playing that soon because she likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else we got? Would any have gone up or down? What are we asking about?
Oh, any games in your top 100, like, because of plays we've had recently?
I don't think it would have changed much.
Where was Ascendancy?
Ascendancy was 12.
Okay, that's really high.
It might have gone up a little bit. I really enjoyed it the last time we played it.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Okay, so yesterday we played Ascendancy, and we put in almost all of the new stuff. We played with the Cardassians, and
We only left out the board.
yeah, we only left out the board because we were like, we don't really need that. But yeah, we had the Federation, we had the Romulans, the Cardassians, and the Klingons, and
Ferengi.
the Ferengi. How could I forget the Ferengi? The funniest part about
Yeah.
it. But it's so much fun to see the different goals and stuff. You know, their different personalities and everything, and they have different goals and different ways to get ascendancy. So it was really fun to see how they all worked out.
Right.
And the stuff we did. The Romulans and the Cardassians had kind of a bitter high school kind of romance going on. We'd fight and break up and make up, and then the Ferengi...
They would attack each other and then immediately redo their trade agreement.
Yeah.
And then they'd fight again and then they'd immediately redo their trade agreement.
And then the Federation had some weird thing with the Ferengi for a while. We're not sure what's going on with that. But then they went over and sweet-talked the Romulans into giving up Romulus! I don't know what happened there. And then the Klingons were the most pacifistic. I don't know if somehow the
The
Vulcans got a
Klingons
hold of them.
didn't start a fight until like 3/4 of the way to the game.
It was,
So I don't know what was going on. It was
the
crazy,
best
man.
game
But it was
ever.
fun. It was fun. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it would push it up.
I was
going to
say 12 is really high.
12 is
It solidified its position, if nothing
Yeah.
else, right?
All right, what we got? Lords of Hellas. Yes, that paint job is horrible. But the real question is, does it look fun? And yes, it looks really fun because it reminds me a little bit like Blood Rage in terms of its area control. You're using cards it's card combat. It's combat driven, card driven combat, and it has three very, very, very different ways to win.
Okay.
So you can win through area control.
Okay.
You can win through building and controlling a monument,
Cool.
which you have to build in stages. It's like a long.
That kind of reminds me of Civilization. Like, remember when you
Yeah.
build up the world wonders and
Yeah,
stuff? And
so it takes a long
time.
time to build it, and you have to hold it. So it's not only people have plenty of warning what you're doing, right? So I don't know how. I think that might be hard to do, but that's all you do. You build a monument and control it for a certain amount of time. And then the last one is you have to kill a certain number of monsters. So there's monsters that are kind of randomly controlled that just rampage across the lands and kill people. But you can like beef up your hero and send an army and kill a monster, and you get rewards for doing that. And if you do I think 3 times, you kill 3 different monsters, you can win that way. So there's very different ways of winning the game. So that's got my curiosity on how that's going to work. But that's enough about Lord of the Hellas. What else? Do I think it would make my list? I think so, unless it's something really is weird with it, like it's really unbalanced or something. I like the how it seems like it's going to play.
Yeah.
Someone would have to be wrong in terms of like, okay, it's super easy to build that monument, and that's what everyone's trying to do, or something weird. that causes
Something broken with it.
Yeah.
So.
Already talked about Azul.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Matt, you're right. Champions and Midgard expansions.
Oh yeah, I don't think I would play without the expansions.
Never again. The only reason I would is I did the other day just because I was teaching someone and I didn't know how much gaming they had done before, so I did the base game, and as quickly as he picked that up, next time I'm just throwing the whole thing in. But yeah, it's super. Oh, I love the extra dice with that one, and the fact that there's more going on with the dice. So if you stink up your rolls, there's other things you can do with them.
Yeah.
So that made it for me. Because honestly, I wasn't that crazy about the base Champions of Midgard.
Yeah, and if you mess up and
honest.
your guys die, you at least get something, right?
Yeah.
You get like a little benefit. It reminds me of, what's the other game where you get like a Blood Rage, where you kind of get a benefit.
Yeah.
Potentially get a benefit from dying.
Or Orleans, when you send people to the
Yeah.
realm of heroes or whatever it is.
Someone asked if we're going to record another campaign. I don't know. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work to record a campaign. I think if we just kind of just did it, and because I did a lot of post-production, not a lot, but I did some post-production work on it, and it takes a lot of time. So, and they don't get as many views as some of our other videos. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way to just kind of put the camera on and go, and then we cut the beginning and end, and then we don't have to worry about any kind of post-production.
We can do that.
So I don't know.
That's what we should
the
do.
only way we could do that is if we have we just show the table or we show us. And,
yeah, it would be very basic, because last time we did a lot.
I don't think that either one of those views would be perfect, right? Because if we show the table, you're going to know what's going on in the game, but you're not really going to see our reactions and things like that.
Yeah.
If we show us, you're going to have no clue what's going on the table, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a good way to do it without two cameras.
That's true.
So
I like that idea, Tommy. Top 10 games you will always play and teach with expansions.
that is a good one.
That's a really good
one.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I can easily make that list.
I've got to redo my top 10 list. Holy cow.
If we do record a campaign, the next one we would do would be Charterstone. So, because we're already midway through Near and Far.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That.
There's a top 10.
All right, what else we got? And I do want to, at some point, buy Arcadia Quest Inferno.
There's more?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Did I win that one?
Oh, jeez. Spoilers.
Whatever. It's been a while.
All right.
I should not have won. That was dice. Insanity.
The rolls you made was probably about 100 to 1 chance. And
the only time you'll ever see dice rolls like that coming from me was that game. I love that game. That game loves me back. It's a beautiful thing. We should play that again just because.
All right. So at this point, I want to ask a few questions to kind of think about next year's list.
Okay.
Okay. So in the comments on the chat, and especially down in the comments in the video, let us know about the top 100. A few things. One, would you rather us combine our top 100s? Because us doing them separately is going to basically spread it over 22 weeks. That's almost half the year that we have top 100s going.
What's wrong with that? Constant entertainment.
So almost half the year we have top 100 videos coming out. So that seems much. So that leads into my second question. Would you prefer it 2 a week instead of 1 a week?
There you go. That's what I was going to say.
So that's another alternative.
All right, I'll write this
And the last one I don't like at all, but I'm curious if anyone would want it. Would we, after we do our top 100s, show a quick what our combined top 100 would look like?
Actually, that might be
like
interesting.
weight the games based on
where they're
ranked, and combine them into one list, and just kind of do it in one show, and just quickly run through them and just talk, a sentence or two about each one, and just do our combined top 100.
That's interesting. Okay, you got people already firing off stuff. What was the question number 1 you asked?
One was combine our top 100.
Okay, Tommy says no, but we have other people saying yes. Okay, so hold on. Combine. I'm going to write this down. Give me tallies. What's the yes and no for combines?
Let's see what we got here. Go back up here.
You asked too many questions all at once. You kill me.
1, Tommy said no to the combined, 2 to the 2 a week, I guess it was.
Yeah.
And someone said to do it together. They said a combined would be nice, but that's the post one. I think we're going to do that one this year. An idea popped in my head, and I thought it would be interesting. I mean, a person could manually do it themselves, right?
Well, you asked two combined questions. One, should we combine our top 100 period, and then the other one was do you want us to do a combined top 100 where we weigh them?
It seems like everyone likes the doing a kind of summary at the end of our
summary combo.
Yeah,
the summary combo. Okay.
I'd be curious how it falls out.
I'm curious about that too because we have some similarities and then we have some crazy divergences.
Right.
So, I mean, okay, so summary combo, I think that's almost a resounding yes at this point.
Yeah.
For 3, yes, okay. Combined lists.
Separate lists, but do them together, like we're doing it now.
Tommy says 3 if you don't like it. Okay, but for the combined where we do our top 100 simultaneously.
Basically, yeah, that one's probably out. I think it, I don't know, does it cheapen our list? Is that the right word I'm looking for? If we combine it like that, it doesn't put emphasis on each of our lists?
Well, let's do that. Let's ask you guys that. Like, the other questions aside for a moment. When people
they like the 2 per week instead of 1 per
2
week.
per week is a yes, okay. That's easy. But then the when you're talking about people doing our top, if we're listing our top 100s, do you think it's going to cheapen it or change it up because you're seeing both of them at the same time? Do you feel like that cheapens it?
Yeah. That's a good question.
Because inevitably we're going to feel like we need to compare it to, and it's not just about what I like. We're kind of like...
Well, but there is some benefits to it because they would see the immediate where each of our games are lying, right? Mm-hmm. Because like if I say, Jamaica's 79 and later on you say it's 58, we can kind of compare, oh yeah, mine was,
okay.
It's more immediate than looking at your list, looking at my list, and then, but I guess that's effectively kind of what we're doing by what we could do. Here's what we could do. If we combine our lists, we could, like say, Battlestar Galactica ends up being our 60. You could say, it was my 78, and it was my 42.
Well, yeah, when we do that list, that's what I would do. Right. It obviously would have to be, that combo one would have to be done.
The only issue is there may
be
some on your list that don't even make my list at all.
I guarantee there will be.
Right.
And vice versa.
Well, I mean, they don't make my top. How far did I go down? 185.
Oh, that's about how far I went down. No, seriously. When I made my top 100, I did about 183, I think.
Oh, they said Tommy suggested that we alternate our lists.
Oh, like do one. Oh,
do one of mine. We do.
That's not bad.
We each do but you'd have to make your list either.
I'd have to make my list earlier in the year. That would be the toughest part.
But anyway, just some ideas. Give us some ideas, but I think we're going to keep it the same way this year. We're going to do our separates, obviously, and then we'll do a combined list. Probably a one shot, and we may even do it live.
That might be fun.
One shot, just
blow through the top 100.
Just go through the whole 100 and we may maybe make it 2 videos. We'll have to see how long it takes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, just do it quickly, like blah 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 is our 100, and you say I like it because of this, I like it because of this, and move on to the next one. Just kind of run through them real quickly.
Okay, see, like Matt likes it the style like the Dice Tower does, where they do all their top 100s together. That's interesting. Okay.
Well, you get immediate feedback, right? Because you can't. You wouldn't be able to go, when I say a certain game is number 60, you can't immediately say, well, that was my 103, or you can't, there's not that immediate reaction because you haven't when I make my list, you haven't made your list yet.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So maybe we could push my list back a little bit next year and we combine them.
We could do that. That might work. Yeah, the problem is that with my particular schedule, it's really tough for me to make my top 100 list before Christmas break.
Right.
It's just almost impossible right now. I'd almost have to be not working to do it at this point. So, but, yeah, if we pushed yours back, and we do it kind of at the end of the year, beginning of the year, like we're doing right now.
Right. Yep, there's some ideas. So fire any more questions at me. I knew this video would be fairly short. I didn't have a ton of stats.
But this is good. We got some good ideas too.
Yep.
And then
that's kind of what I want to do. And so while you guys want to ask any last second questions, now I'm going to turn the floor over to Rebecca.
For
what are you about to start doing?
My top 100. Because I made the list.
She made the list. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
Did No, I made it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Because yesterday we were gaming all day. Yeah, I cracked it out. I'm finished making it. There were a few surprises for me too. As I'm weighing them and trying to figure out what was, what I like more. It was, there's some tough decisions. That's
Yeah,
all I
I
can say.
mean,
It's hard for me to make a top 100 when I really like a lot of things, and for me to rank them is really tough.
well, what's really, like you said, she used the Pub Meeple thing like I did, and she's over there clicking away, and every once in a while she'd go, oh! because it's really hard to compare some games, because you may really like this heavy game, and
sometimes
you have a
hard
party
too.
game, and they're colliding. It's like, how do you compare these two games to each other? And, it's a really fun party game that gets lots of laughs and a great time. But there's also this heavy game that's really fun, really thinky, and really challenging. How do you compare those two? It's tough.
That was the hardest thing.
Tough.
So I did boil it down to a combination of like how good the game was, like how well designed it was, and memorable plays with it. I did a combo of those things, because if I didn't do that, because sometimes you're like, okay, this is an amazingly fun game, but it's kind of broken. It's mostly the people we play it with that make it fun, so I'm going to have to give this other game a little bit of a boost because the game was better designed. But, the decision making in that, it's fun, don't get me wrong, and it's neat to see where everything lies, but, oh gosh, my list can be so much more fluid than yours, I think, because of that.
Yeah.
Because I put a lot of weight on memorable
Your
plays.
list. I think your list will have 50 new games on it.
You know what? I need to look at that. I haven't done my stats on it yet. I've made the list and I haven't compared yet. I looked at my top 10, but I didn't really look farther, and that's really good. So.
All right, yeah, people are starting to drop off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, have fun tonight. Those of you that are taking off and stuff.
It's party time, especially for the people over, if you're watching in Europe, it's getting close to midnight.
Oh, my goodness. What are you doing online?
Getting close.
Hey, in 15 minutes, we should just start celebrating. Oh,
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Just go time zones. We'll stay on for like 10 hours.
A marathon. All right, where's my box of rocks?
Box of Rock.
Box of Rocks marathon, baby.
All right, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to cut you guys loose to have fun.
Battle kittens.
Have a safe and fun, awesome New Year's.
Yes. And much love and happiness.
Yes.
And onward and upward 2018.
Yeah, looking forward to 2018 and spending it with you guys. Bye.
Are we going to do any random life play stuff?
No, I don't think so. Haven't stopped yet.
Oh, hey.